Scorpio, it's your girl Jay back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021, baby. Whatever it is, Scorpio, we get into the bottom of it. Get into the bottom of it by the end of the year. That's what it really feels like, especially by Aquarius season. There's a lot of new understanding that's coming in for you guys. Jupiter is now in Pisces, and it's just like, oh, thank God, things are finally starting to move like forward. Another benefic, moving, helping to progress us forward. It feels very like the makings for a lucky new year. So I feel like it's really important for you to figure out what it exactly is that you want, and that the battles that you are fighting are worth it. It's like choosing more wisely is how this feels. And I feel like that's something that is going to be important because Happy New Year. Happy Gregorian New Year. The New Year is definitely an Aries season, and when the planet comes back to life. So enjoy this one and allow yourself to be intentional, because Mercury is, interestingly enough, Mercury, as I'm filming this, Mercury is getting ready to meet at the same degree with Pluto in Capricorn. And that's happening in about like 3 hours from now, from me filming this. And I do feel like there is gonna be a need to talk about it, to getting, like, analyzing, picking things apart. It can make you a little obsessive. I feel like there is something kind of like, give yourself a break, like back up from it. If anything, like, becomes, if you can catch yourself in before the obsessive kind of spiral happens, that would be really beneficial for you. Mercury goes into Aquarius on January 2nd, and I think communication is going to get really spacey, really vast, and it's the same day as a new moon in Capricorn. And there could be just big revolutionary ascension available to you if you harness that energy in the right direction. Now, on the 14th of January, Mercury is going to be going retrograde, or is going to be retrograding in Aquarius. And so this is a lot of aha, like those kind of moments where a lot of retrospect, a lot of thinking back on what's going on with your friend groups. What's going on, reassessing your hopes, your wishes, your community, who you surround yourself with. And also how far you see yourself going is going to be changing. So I do feel like it's a great time to actually rethink ideas, rethink inventions, let things get real quirky. And let things get real quirky and give yourself something to focus on, because the full moon in Cancer on January 17th, I feel like it's going to be a very big emotional release for the collective. Redecorating, throwing things out. It's a great time to purge. It's a great time. A Scorpio gave me this cup. Hi, boo. Tweedly. I hope you're watching this. You know who you are. And so that full moon in Cancer, I'll do a separate video on it, is going to help you materialize the shifts that are happening in your soul. And that's going to, of course, look differently for everybody. And especially look different because, yeah, the Uranus is going direct in Taurus. The Tower just wanted to like switch out, wanted to flip out, but it didn't. I'm not really taking cards. I'm not taking calls right now. I'm taking cards right now. Just like trying to do some light shuffling. But Uranus direct in Taurus could bring some upheaval, the unexpected, especially in the realm of your house, your values, your money, your possessions, what you consider mine. There are going to be changes in your comfort level. And I do feel like this could really be for the better. Excuse me, for a lot of you. It just has so much to do with where your mind is at. And if you are just focused on everything that's fucked up and not right and not the way you want it, then that's what you're going to keep perpetuating. So there's got to be some shift and healing in like what you focus on. It's like worrying. Remember, worrying about it is praying for it. And what you focus on, you feed. I think I just made that up. What you focus on, you feed. Slap it on a t-shirt. On the 18th, same day that Uranus goes direct in Taurus, the North Node shifts into Taurus. And then the South Node shifts into Scorpio, into your sign. And so I do feel like there is a big activation for cycles past. Acknowledging cycles past and like closing the door, moving into the next one. An ability to acknowledge like what cycles can't stay, like what wasn't working anymore, your role in them, no longer letting anything be this external blame or this thing that's happening outside of you. I just feel like there's a new relationship to be found with blame for you guys, for Scorpio. So also on January 16th, the sun is going to be conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn. And so I do feel like this is what you know about yourself to be true, merging with ordeals, like things happening for you so that you can have positive transformations that will arise from them. So I do feel like it is yet again another thing just like happening for you, and I can feel some of you being discouraged, like fuck. And it's just like, no, I feel like this is illumination, things coming to light. Like I just saw like big chess pieces getting moved. I do feel like a path is being paved. Ultimately, this feels like huge self-realizations. And you're going to want to talk about it. You're going to need to talk about it. You should talk about it. I love you. Light it if you got it. Hydrate. And I think I said this in the Cancer video. Excuse me. But I want these, you know, your time with watching these videos to be to be relaxing. Like let it be a moment, darling. Like relax, get horizontal, get comfy. You know, roll up, sip up, do what you got to do. Because I'm definitely welcoming in our benevolent ancestors and asking that the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages be delivered. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021. Honor whatever pain your body is in also. 9 of Wands reverse. I feel like Libra got 9 of Wands as well as their first card out. So there may be something coming to light about Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or I feel like you are really, what's first thing to be clarified is like what are you done fighting for? What war is over? What are you done putting all of this physical, spiritual, or sexual energy into? Are you in defensive mode? Are you in need of repair? Do you need medical help? Or, you know, like whatever it is. It's like it's time to acknowledge it so that you can be done fighting the cycle. You can be done going against the grain. Yeah, look at all these lines. It's interesting because that I asked you guys to get horizontal with me. And I feel like some of you may have been really on your feet. You may be very active, or you're maybe not getting enough rest. But I also feel like this may be feeling like caged in your sexuality, caged in your passion, caged in your mind and your thought process, caged, or being very, like, being way too linear in regards to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or in regards to how you think, how you feel about passion, how you experience passion in your life, how you experience sexual connection. Is there a draining of energy? Are you close to feeling burnt out? Whatever it is, it's time to acknowledge the shift. There may be some of you may be moving or wanting to move. I also feel like there is something here about turning your back on the fight that you already know is over. Especially if it has to do with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Like, do not poke the fucking bear. It feels like, just be done. 11:11 on the clock. It's just like, make a different wish. Wish for something else, or get in motion, especially if this is a mother-daughter thing. Some of you, your mother or your mother-in-law or someone, there may be like just like a headache to avoid, or you may be feeling that way. Like someone's not taking you seriously or heeding your advice. But I do feel like, be done. Turn your back on applying pressure to whatever it is you're applying pressure to. Forcing it is not going to make it fit. Some of you, there is a situation that you are in that you know you shouldn't be in anymore. And it's just like, yo, what are you going to do to get out of this fucking headache, to stop perpetuating the headache, or perpetuating like this mindset? It's time to like it's time to mentally move towards tranquil waters, more peaceful ways of thinking, more harmonious ways of thinking. And for some of you, that has to do with leaving someone or some situation where it's always a fucking fight, or it's like you've always like it feels very Aries energy, interestingly enough. It's just like and I remember hearing this when I was like 19. No, I was like 20. Maybe 20 something. I was in the studio and this guy asked me what my sign was. Older black guy asked me what my sign was. I told him it was an Aries, and he was like, "Oh my God, my ex-wife is an Aries. You guys will make a fucking war where there isn't one." And that's just something like what I feel like is coming up here. You guys are co-ruled by Mars. Don't get it twisted. You have that energy in you as well, where it's just like you may be making something of nothing, or creating drama where there doesn't need to be drama. Either way, whatever it is. And also the drama could be, I know I am of sound mind and body, and I know that I need to get out of this situation that I'm in, get out of this job or this relationship or this friendship, whatever it is. I know I need to get out of it. But because I'm ignoring my intuition, now I become the toxic one. Be careful. That Empress card came out. Okay, so there may be somebody with Taurus or Libra, maybe Virgo placements coming in. Center of the reading, though, is like, hey, how are you treating yourself, Scorpio? It's time to pamper yourself. It's also time to get, figure out, are you being the mom, the boss, the friend? What is it? Are you aware of the power that you wield? You know, what harvests are ready to reap? What plants, what seeds have you already sown that are now starting to like bear fruit? I feel like in Capricorn season, and this is that Venus-Pluto conjunction. It happened when Venus was direct. It happened when she was retrograde, but she's right next to you. And Venus attracts. There is going to be a lot of abundance that you're attracting in. And it can be uncomfortable when you're used to just strife. Woo! that could be a thing, Scorpio. It's like, what do I do with all this goodness? All I'm ever used to is shit. You know, all I'm ever used to is drama. Now everything's good. What do I do? I'm just used to fighting. That's why I want to create, you know, all I know how to do is fight a war. So I'm going to end up creating one, you know, because one's not here. Because what do I do with this? I don't know how to like, just like feel good or be good or just like treat myself or how to care for myself versus indulge indulge myself. Self-care versus self-indulgence. That could be a thing that's coming up. But ultimately, I feel like one of your ruling planets is Pluto is in Capricorn. Granted, this is Taurus, but this is Venus there too. So there's just so much money potential. I feel like that's coming in for you guys. And if you really get your mind right, you could really be heading towards some positive prosperity and positive abundance. Excuse me. Some of you maybe are thinking about moving and going into another job, and that would be good. There's go for the job that has, you know, that is paying you what you feel like you're worth. There's something about getting out of this mindset of, oh, this is the economy now, or this is how things have to be. It's like, no, go get what you're worth. And some of you, it's like, create what you're worth. There is like this need to create your position or create the company that you're wanting. And some of you, I feel like it's time to choose. Do you want babies over business? 9 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for satisfaction that wants to come in. And that may be scary to you guys because it could be like, damn, I've been waiting for it to feel like this. Or I've been waiting for this opportunity and now it's here. Like, what do I do next? What do I strive for? And it feels very world energy. It's like, let yourself celebrate the small things. Let yourself heal. Let yourself, enjoy the fact that a wish came true. There's both of these are wish fulfillment cards. And so there is this like fulfillment, self-satisfaction. I did it my way, like leaning back in your throne, you doing your thing, you exerting your energy, you harnessing your willpower. There may be somebody that you meet at work. Sorry, all of my shit is draining. I've been taking all these expectorants. All right, final card, final message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021. This actually was way better reading than I expected, and I think that this season is going to be way better to you than you expect. It's just a matter of it'll be good to you if you believe it. If you stop being so self-deprecating, if you stop being so negative, there's like hope here. There's hope! Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And you see that 8 of Wands poking through. There's some good shit that wants to come in. This is going to be a juicy plunge, y'all. Patreon.com/justjeverything. I'm going to clarify every card and we'll go through it and get to the, start really picking the meat off the bones. And so, Capricorn season wants to bring you some victory, Scorpio. This is a season I feel like you could really fucking win. You get a win in some way. And for a lot of you, it's like you get a win because you got out of something or you left something. Every card is solitary except for the 6 of Swords, which is the get the fuck out card. This is like, you knew you shouldn't have been in this. And you knew like there's been time, I don't know, whatever it is, there's been nudges, red flags have been ignored. And now that your ass is in motion, or you're finally making the decision to get in motion, leave this job, leave this relationship, leave this town, leave that apartment, leave this, toxic kind of friendship or whatever it is, however it shows, there's something that requires you to take the blindfold off, listen to that intuition, turn your back and get in motion. And when you get in motion, all of a sudden, bam, look at all this yellow. It's like all of a sudden you have all this energy. This prosperity wants to come in. This abundance wants to come in. This is fucking Venus, baby. And even though Venus is retrograde in your sign, That's what the retrograde is about. The retrograde is the reassessment. It's like, this isn't working. This hasn't been adding value. Let me get the fuck out and keep it moving so I can get busy towards integrating the lessons that I've needed to learn from the pain, from this indecision, from this discomfort, so I can take advantage of the opportunities that the divine's bringing in. There may be a new relationship, a new sexual relationship, a new passion project, someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements coming in that's really going to get you in motion, or something is motivating you to get in motion. And when you get in motion, it starts to look good on you. The prosperity looks good on you, hun. It does. There may be also someone else coming in that's, or other people around you that are doing very well for themselves, and genuinely be happy for them as well. Really allow yourself to be nurturing, to be explorative, to really plant. This is a very fertile time. Both of these cards have gardens in them, nature in them. And so I do feel like there's definitely interesting, Scorpio, if you have a choice between, if there's an old fire sign, let it go. If there's old drama with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements that's been around for a while, let it go. Move forward. There may be a new connection or chemistry with someone else with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements. This looks like new. This also could be a new passion project, a new something that will excite you. An influx, and also the divine is giving you an influx of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy that you need to really like be done with the fight, to get in motion, to get out of this situation. There may be someone with Taurus or Libra placements coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well coming in, that I feel like their independence, as long as things don't get codependent, their independence or their success is going to help you really choose better for yourself. 2 9s here. So there's an ending of a cycle in the realm of your spiritual connection, your emotional connection, like your relationship to your past. I feel like you're finally doing some healthy emotional inventory. And that healthy emotional inventory puts you in a position of feeling really like stable, comfortable, decadent, adorned, darling. As you should be. Scorpio, this is the power of your mind. This is what this feels like. Mind over matter is fucking magic. I do magic. Mind over matter is magic. That's what I'm calling mind over matter. Because I feel like it's not and not in a dismissive way, in a very intentional way. Not, oh, I'm just gonna like not think about it, in a very like, no, I'm not going to cling, I'm not gonna not buy this thing because I'm scared that of XYZ happening. It's like, no, I practice mind over matter because by way of choosing to believe I have access to infinite resources. I'm always taken care of. I am always looked out for. My skill sets, me, who I am, what I bring is sought out for. You know what I mean? And so there is something about switching your mindset. Mind over matter is magic. And when you shift your mind towards abundance and allowing yourself to receive and making sure that you feel really worthy of it and getting away from whoever, whatever it is that's siphoning your energy or that's making you doubt yourself or making you feel less than or making you look over your shoulder, or whoever is contributing to the insecurity or the looping of the mind or the disharmony in your mind, whenever you try to just not try, whenever you choose to put your mind to it and get to the heart of the matter, you find that the heart is fucking gold. Your heart is fucking gold. And finally, it starts to materialize in your physical realm. I love you. Let's get into it.
For the
Damn.
full version of the video, go to Patreon.